Numinds presents
The Steam Train! Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of The Steam Train. Things are going to be a little bit different today. We're going back to basics, but we're still going to have an amazing episode. Today's episode is about the balance of forces in physics, and we're going to make it really fun. Physics is the study of masses and how they move, but we're going to focus on what makes them not move today. So we have a mass. This mass is simple. It's sitting here not doing anything. Except masses always have something pulling on them, and that force is called gravity. Gravity is always pulling straight down. Gravity never changes. Gravity never goes away. No matter how high or how low this box is, gravity is pulling on it. Let's put this mass on a table. Gravity is still going to pull, but why does gravity not pull the block straight through the table? The reason is, there's a force that everything exerts when it pushes on an object, even if it doesn't look like it's moving. This force is called normal force. It always is equal to the force exerted on it. If something pushed on it and the normal force wasn't equal, and it was significantly smaller, what would happen is gravity would be stronger than the normal force, and the table would break in half. So this is something we can't have. Let's move this out of the way. Remember, gravity is always pulling on everything. It's pulling on me. It's pulling on a car. It's pulling on anything with mass. But let's say that those forces are balanced. Gravity and normal force are equal on our mass. Let's put them back. It's sitting on the ground. It's obviously not going to pull through the ground because the ground can exert enough force to cancel gravity. So our mass isn't moving. Let's move this more to the center. What happens if you add a force onto it? Let's say you attach a rope to this mass and you start pulling it. Well, now our forces are balanced up and down, but they aren't balanced side to side. He's pulling to the left, nothing is pulling to the right, so it's going to move. Sometimes when you pull on something that's dragging on the ground, so it has gravity acting on it, you're going to get friction, which is a small force that will pull back. But for the most part, this is going to move because it's not balanced. Now, if I have somebody equally pulling on the other side, our mass is balanced on all sides again. When forces are balanced, the object isn't moving. Even if it looks like nothing is happening to our object, a lot is going on to make sure it doesn't move. The second this guy goes away, it will move to the left. It'll move even faster if somebody is pushing. Forces can add together. So he is pushing our block, he is pulling our block. They add together. It's going to have a lot of force generated to the left. This is going to easily slide across. You notice gravity and normal force have not gone away. It's still getting pulled down no matter what, and the ground is still pushing back up on it no matter what. It's not just about pulling, it's just about the direction of force. Even if two people push into each other, the mass is still going to sit still. It's going to be equal on all sides. So let's clear this all out of the way. Let's start fresh. We have our mass. Forces only pull in two directions. On the plane that is equal to the way gravity pulls, which is always straight towards the center of the Earth, and perpendicular to that, so side to side. So what happens if we have something like a bird running away with our mass on a string? Now we have a diagonal force. In physics, when we want to look at a diagonal force, we actually turn this into a triangle and we look at the straight and sideways parts of it. So our triangle, we have an equal length down here and an equal length vertically with these two arrows. So our bird, when we look at it in physics, is actually going to pull in these two directions. These three together make one even triangle, but we break it apart in a way we can look at it. Like always, gravity is still going to pull. So right now, our bird isn't strong enough to lift against gravity, so it's not going to get lifted up, but it is pulling to the side. So we need somebody to stop our bird from running away with our mass. So we're going to hire someone to pull onto our block. And now our person and bird have made an equal force. It's pretty simple, but it's something that can apply in a lot of different ways. You don't always have a normal force. Let's say that somebody is trying to hold up this mass and they're really struggling with it. It's pretty heavy for them. Gravity is still going to pull down. But they don't have any normal force to help them. They have normal force acting on them so they don't fall through the floor, but nothing is touching the block except gravity and the force they're pushing up against it. That's why when you drop something heavy, it instantly lands on the ground and stops, because then normal force is applied the second it touches the ground. So he's going to have trouble and he's going to slowly have to let this block down because his forces aren't equal. He's not strong enough. Now, forces can happen on a lot of different things. Physics likes to talk about the balance of it and motion. But what forces are balancing in your life? This is me. There's a lot of different things that happen, and sometimes you get this force applied on you called stress. And it's pulling you down and down and down. And you don't want stress to keep pulling you down. You don't want to be stressed all the time. You want things to help you to alleviate it. So we need to balance this force. I'm actually going to put it on the side. First thing is your friends. Your friends can give you a good day. They can hang out with you. You can talk to them. That can make your day better. It can help a little bit getting rid of stress. Maybe your hobbies, the things you do, they can help you get rid of stress. Your family, they might be able to help you get rid of stress. Or anything that you enjoy. But the important thing about having a balance is you want to have enough things to even it out. In this case, it's even better if you can start moving in this direction because you have so many things helping you. But all of your forces add together. You want to make your life in a way where you're having fun, you're enjoying it, and things are pulling you in a positive direction. Thank you guys very much for watching this episode of the Steam Train. Thank you for tuning in with another real inspired learning with Numinds, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Don't forget to check out Camp Pursuit going on right now.